Nepa kumapon?
Okay, class, let us pray. Praise be thy name of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Now and forever. So, good morning everyone. We are the Group 8 reporters and we are going to discuss the Region 13, Caraga region. So, I am Katrina Magayaga and I'll going to discuss the Caraga region. The Caraga region, Region 13, was created by Butuan, Kabadbaran, Bayugan, Surigao, Tandag, and Bislig. Butuan City are the regional city of Caraga. The Caraga region originated from the word Visayan, word Kalagan, Kalag, meaning soul or the people, and An, meaning land. Caraga region known for land of the brave and fierce people. So, Caraga region called brave and fierce people because the Kalagan has be of brave but fearless. Caraga region was called region di gente animata, that is region of spirited men. So that means Caraga region is one of the spirited men. Next is the indigenous group of Caraga region located in the northeastern part of Mindanao in the Philippines. It have a rich natural heritage. The region is home of several indigenous communities, including the Mamanwa, Manobo, Higaunon, and Banwaon, among others. Languages. In Caraga, Cebuana is spoken by 33.79% of households. Surigaonon is spoken by 29%, followed by Butuanon with 15%, Kamayo at 7.6%, and Manobo at 4.73%, and the rest are IP languages and local communities. So, ang Caraga region daw po is meron silang 5 languages. Then, next is religions. The dominant religion in Caraga region are Roman Catholic with 74% of the total household population, and Protestants with 20%, and Anglican with 6%. So, ang Caraga region daw po is meron silang 3 religions, and these are the Catholic, Protestant, and Anglican. Next is tradition. The indigenous communities in Caraga region have a strong connection to their ancestral land and maintain a deep reverence for nature. They celebrate important events such as births, deaths, and marriage, with traditional rituals that involve offerings to their ancestor and the spirit of nature. So, ang tradition naman po ng Caraga region is they celebrate important events such as births, death, marriage that involve offering to their ancestor nature. Next is natural resources. The region is noted for its wood-based economy. It also has extensive water resources and rich mineral deposits such as iron, gold, silver, nickel, chromite, manganese, and copper. Caraga is also a major shipping point for products to and from Manila, Cebu, and Cagayan de Oro. So, ang Caraga region is rich from mineral such as iron, gold, and silver. And ang Caraga din daw po is siya yung major shipping ng mga product na galing sa Manila, Cebu, and Cagayan de Oro. Next po is festival. The Kahimunan Festival is known to be the biggest festival in Caraga region. It is a Thanksgiving celebration to its patron, the Santo Niño, and was founded in 1987 by Reverend Father Juanito Bellino, the first head priest of Libertad Parish. So, ang festival daw po sa Caraga region is tinatawag na Kahinumuan Festival. And ang Kahimunan Festival daw po, siya po yung biggest festival na ginagawa sa Caraga region. Next is tribal group in Caraga region. So we have five tribal group in Caraga region. First is Manobo. Manobo people are one of the largest indigenous group in Mindanao. They are known for their intricate weaving, traditional music, and dances. The Manobo people have a strong connection to the land and practice sustainable farming methods. Their name Manobo translates as people or person, reflecting their community originated lifestyle. So, ang Manobo naman po ay sila po yung may pinakamalaking na indigenous people sa Mindanao. They are known for intricate weaving, tas mga traditional music, tas dances nila. Sila daw po, ang Mabona people naman daw po ay meron silang strong connection pagdating sa kanilang mga land, nature. Next is Mamanwa. Mamanwa are the people group and live in the Philippines and several places, such as Agusan del Norte. They speak an Austronesian language and are also known as Mamanwa Negretos. They are known for their hunting and gathering skills as well as their knowledge of the forest and natural resources. So, ang Mamanwa naman daw po ay sila yung group of people na naninirahan sa sila po yung group people na naninirahan sa iba't ibang parte ng Philippines, such as sa Agusan del Norte. Ang Mamanwa daw po ay nagsasalita din ng Austronesian language and known for Mamanwa language. Next is Higaonon. Higaonon are among the least known indigenous ethno-linguistic tribes situated in north-central Mindanao, the second largest island of the Philippines. Etymologically, Higaonon is derived from the words Higa, living, Goan, mountains, and Onon, people, forming of description as a people of the living mountains. So, ang Higaonon naman daw po ay sila po yung yung mga group of people na nakatira sa North Central Mindanao. Sila din po yung may pangalawang largest island of the Philippines. Next is Banwaon. The Banwaon people are the ethnic groups in Mindanao, also known as Adgawanon, Banoanon, Banwanon, Higaonon, Banwaon, and Manobo. They have a strong agricultural tradition and are skilled in farming and rice cultivation. The Banwaon have a rich oral tradition and storytelling culture that is passed down through generations. So, ang Banwaon naman daw po is sila po yung groups of peoples na matatagpuan sa Mindanao. Meron din po silang strong agriculture tradition na nakasanayan na po nila. Next is Mandaya. Mandaya derives from the prefix man, meaning inhabitant of, and Daya meaning upstream or upper portion of a river. The Mandaya people are indigenous to the Davao region. They are known for their intricate weaving, metalwork, and jewelry making skills. The Mandaya have a rich cultural heritage that is reflected on their music, dances, and rituals. So, ang Mandaya naman daw po ay sila yung mga IP people na yung mga po nila, yung mga tradition is tigre-reflect nila through music, dances, and movements. Ano po, thank you. Next reporter po. Next reporter po.
So, I'm Francine Sapinoso, the next reporter. Agusan del Norte. Agusan del Norte is a province in the Philippines located in the Caraga region of Mindanao. Here's a brief overview of the short history, culture, language, beliefs, or religion and traditions of Agusan del Norte. The majority of the populations in Agusan del Norte practices Roman Catholicism brought by Spanish missionaries during the period. However, there are beliefs and practices that are still observed by some communities, reflecting a blend of traditional animistic beliefs with Catholicism. Agusan del Norte was historically inhabited by the Manobos, Mamanwas, and Higaonons, indigenous tribes with rich cultural traditions. The province was later colonized by the Spanish and then became part of the American colonial rule before gaining independence. So, wait lang. Yan. Thank you. So, noong unang panahon daw, ang Agusan del Norte ay tinirahan ng mga Manobo, Mamanwa at Higaonon, mga tutubong tribo na mayaman sa kultura at tradisyon. Ang lalawigan ay sumailalim sa panahon ng mga Espanyol at naging bahagi ng panahon ng kolonyalismo ng Amerikano bago magkaroon ng kalayaan. Sa panahon ng pananakop ng Espanyol, dinala ng mga Espanyol ang kanilang kultura at relihiyon sa Agusan del Norte. Pagkatapos nito, dumating ang panahon ng kolonyalismo ng Amerikano kung saan nagkaroon ng mga pagbabago sa pamahalaan, edukasyon at infrastruktura sa lalawigan. Next po. Culture. The culture of Agusan del Norte is a blend of indigenous traditions and influences from Spanish and American colonization. The province is known for its vibrant festivals, traditional dances, music, and arts. The people of Agusan del Norte take pride in their cultural heritage and strive to preserve their traditions. So, ang culture daw ng Agusan del Norte is influences from Spanish and American. Ang probinsya daw nila ay vibrant festivals is known for its vibrant festivals, traditional dances, music, and arts. Next po. language spoken in Agusan del Norte is Cebuano, which is widely used for communication among the locals. Additionally, Tagalog and English are also commonly spoken, especially in urban areas and for official purposes. So, ang salita o lingwahe daw na ginagamit sa Agusan del Norte is Cebuano, which is widely used for communication among the locals. Yun lang. Next po. Traditions. Traditional practices in Agusan del Norte include rituals and ceremonies performed during important events, such as weddings, harvest seasons, and fiestas. The province is also known for its traditional crafts, such as weaving and pottery, which have been passed down through generations. So, sa tradition ng Minda, yan dyan ang rituals and ceremonies na perform during important events such as weddings, harvest seasons, and fiestas. Ang probinsya Maninda is kilala sa paggawa ng craft such as weaving and pottery, which have been passed down through generations. First, sa tradition nila, weaving of indigenous fabrics. The weaving of indigenous fabrics such as hinabol, abaka, and banig is a traditional practice in Agusan del Norte. It demonstrates the skill and craftsmanship of local artisans who create traditional products. So, ang weaving of indigenous fabrics or paghabi ng katutubong tela ay pinapakita nito ang kasanayan ng mga lokal na manggagawa na lumilikha ng mga traditional na produkto. Ang paghabi ng mga katutubong tela tulad ng hinabol, abaka, banig ay isang traditional na gawain sa Agusan del Norte. Next po. Yan po pala ang picture ng yan po pala ang hinabol. Next is yan ang banig and abaka. Number 2 is indigenous way of life. The way of life of indigenous tribes in Agusan del Norte like the Manobo and Higaonon reflects their traditional lifestyle, clothing, and rituals that are part of their culture. So, ang pamumuhay din ng mga katutubong tribo sa Agusan del Norte tulad ng Manobo at Higaonon ay nagpapakita ng kanilang tradisyonal na pamumuhay, kasuotan at ritual na bahagi ng kanilang kultura. Next po. Okay. Festival. Kagaya ng sinabi ni Katrina kanina, ang festival nila ay Kahimunan Festival, one of the most famous festivals in Agusan del Norte held annually in August. It celebrates the abundance of harvest and local products of the province. The festival features parades, dances, and various competitions that showcase the culture and traditions of Agusan del Norte. So, sa festival naman, isa sa pinakasikat na pesta sa Agusan del Norte na idinaraos taon-taon sa buwan ng Agosto. Ito ay ang Pesta ng Kahimunan. Ito ay nagdiriwang ng kasaganahan ng ani at lokal na produkto ng lalawigan. Ang pesta ay nagtatampok ng mga prosesyon, sayaw at iba-ibang paligsahan na nagpapakita ng kultura at tradisyon ng Agusan del Norte. Next po. So, ang music naman nila ay ang tinikling. Siguro familiar naman kayo sa music na to. Tinikling is a popular dance in the Philippines that can be performed at festivals and celebrations in Agusan del Norte. Tinikling is a traditional dance using bamboo poles and coordinated footwork. So, Tinikling, isa siyang sikat na sayaw sa Pilipinas na maaaring ipalabas sa mga pista at pagdiriwang sa Agusan del Norte. Ang tinikling ay isang tradisyonal na sayaw gamit ang mga bambu na tungkod at koordinadong galaw ng paa. Next po. Okay. Dance. Bamboo dance, a traditional dance where dancers perform on top of benches. It is a lively dance that showcases the skill and agility of the performers. So, bamboo dance or sayaw sa bangko, isang tradisyonal na sayaw kung saan ang mga mananayo ay sumasayaw sa ibabaw ng upuan. Ito ay isang masiglang sayaw na nagpapakita ng kasanayan at kamaabilidad ng mga mananayo. That's all po. Thank you. Next reporter.
May pa-share screen. Good evening everyone. Ako na po ang next reporter. I am Crisel Anjanela. Agusan del Sur. Next po. Para next slide please. History of Agusan del Sur. The province of Agusan del Sur was established on June 17, 1967 under Republic Act No. 4969, providing for the division of the province of Agusan into Agusan del Norte and Agusan del Sur. In January 1970, the first set of provincial officials assumed office after the provincial election of November 1969. So ang lalawigan daw po ng Agusan del Sur ay itinatag siya noong Hunyo 17, 1967 sa ilalim ng Republic Act No. 4969 na nagtatakda siya ng paghati ng lalawigan ng Agusan sa dalawa. Ito ay yung Agusan del Norte at Agusan del Sur. Tapos noong Enero 1970 po, ang unang set daw ng mga opisyal ng lalawigan sa kanilang tungkulin matapos ang eleksyon ng lalawigan noong November 1969. Next May. Language. Cebuano. So, ang language daw po ng Agusan del Sur ay Cebuano. Cebuano is the most common language spoken in Agusan del Sur. The province is subdivided to 2 districts which are composed of 14 municipalities. Agricultural profile. The province is dubbed as the rice granary of Caraga region since it occupies the largest cultivated area. So, ang Cebuano daw po, yun yung palagian or pinakakaraniwang ginagamit na wika sa Agusan del Sur. Ang lalawigan po ng Agusan del Sur ay nahati siya sa 2 distrito, pero yung 2 distrito na yun, binubuo siya ng 14 na bayan. Tapos may mga profile siya sa pagsasaka. Tinatawag ang lalawigan ng Agusan del Sur bilang rice granary ng Caraga region dahil ito yung may pinakamalaking sakahan. Next po. Culture of Agusan del Sur. Before the arrival of Spanish colonizers, The area that is now Agusan del Sur was inhabited by various indigenous groups, including the Manobo, Mamanwa, Higaonon, and Banwaon. These indigenous people lived in small communities and relied on agriculture, fishing, and hunting for their livelihoods. So bago pa daw po dumating ang mga Kastila, ang lugar daw po na ngayon, yung Agusan del Sur, ay tinitirahan siya ng mga iba't ibang katutubong grupo. Kasama na po doon yung Manobo, Namanwa, Higaonon at Banwaon. Ang mga katutubo daw po na naninirahan sa maliit na komunidad ay sila lang yung mga umaasa sa pagsasaka, pangingisda at pangangaso para sa kanilang kabuhayan. Beliefs of Agusan del Sur. The religious beliefs of the Manobo in Agusan del Sur revolve around many unseen spirits interfering in the lives of humans. They believe these spirits can intrude on human activities to accomplish their desires. The spirits are also believed to have human characteristics. They are both good and evil in nature and can be evoked to both anger and pleasure. While the religious practices of the Manobo vary slightly, there seems to be at least one common thread linking them together. Each culture believes in one great spirit. This great spirit is usually viewed as the creator figure. So, ang mga paniniwala daw po ng Manobo sa Agusan del Sur ay naglalakip ng maraming hindi nakikitang espiritu na nakikialam sa buhay ng mga tao. Naniniwala sila na yung mga espiritu ay maaaring makialam sa mga gawain ng tao upang matupad ang kanilang mga nais. Naniniwala rin sila na ang mga espiritu ay may mga katangian tulad ng tao. Sila daw ay maganda at masama sa kalikasan at maaaring imbitahang magalit at magbigay ng kasiyahan. Bagaman nag-iiba ng kaunti ang mga relihiyong praktis ng Manobo, mayroon daw po diyang isang pangkaraniwang tema na nag-uugnay sa kanila. Bawat kultura ng mga Manobo sa Agusan del Sur ay naniniwala daw sila dun sa isang dakilang espiritu. Karaniwan, itinuturing nila yung dakilang espiritu bilang yung lumikha. Next po. Agusan del Sur, a province rich in culture and tradition, boasts a tapestry of costumes that reflects its indigenous heritage and historical influences. Here are some case traditions of Agusan del Sur. So ito daw po yung mga tradisyon ng Agusan del Sur. Number 1 po, indigenous cultural influences. The province is home to various indigenous groups such as the Manobo, Mamanwa, Higaonon, and Banwaon tribes. These indigenous communities have preserved their traditional practices, beliefs, and rituals over generations, contributing significantly to the cultural landscape of Agusan del Sur. Wait lang po. Ang Agusan del Sur daw po, lalawigan siya na mayaman sa kultura at tradisyon. Tapos ang Agusan del Sur daw po, mayroon siyang magarbong kasaysayan na mga gawi na nagpapakita ng kanilang katutubong pamana at mga historical na impluensya. Una na po dito yung impluensya ng kulturang katutubo. Ang lalawigan po ng Agusan del Sur, tahanan siya ng iba't ibang katutubong grupo tulad po ng tribo ng Manobo, Mamanwa, Higaonon at Banwaon. Ang mga katutubong komunidad na ito ay nagpapanatili ng kanilang tradisyonal na mga gawi, paniniwala at ritual sa pamamagitan ng mga henerasyon, na malaki ang naging ambag sa kultural na tanawin ng Agusan del Sur. Number 2 po na traditional nila ay yung oral storytelling and rituals. The cultural traditions of the indigenous people in Agusan del Sur have been passed down through oral storytelling, where myths, legends, and histories are shared to educate and entertain. Traditional rituals and ceremonies plays a vital role in preserving cultural practices and beliefs, symbolizing the unity and spirituality of the community. Pangalawa daw po sa tradisyon ng Agusan del Sur ay yung pagkikwento at mga ritual. Ang mga cultural na tradisyon ng mga katutubo sa Agusan del Sur daw ay ipinasa nila sa pamamagitan ng pagkikwento, kung saan ang mga myth or alamat at yung mga kasaysayan na ibinabahagi nila upang magturo at aliwin yung mga nakikinig. Ang tradisyonal na mga ritual at seremonya ay may mahalagang papel sa pagpapanatili ng mga kultural na gawi at paniniwala na sumisimbolo daw yan sa pagkakaisa nila at espiritualidad ng kanilang komunidad. Number 2. Pangatlo sa tradisyon ng Agusan del Sur ay ang festival and celebrations. The province celebrates various festivals and events that showcase its vibrant culture. These events serve as platforms for the community to come together, share traditions, and express their identities. Festivals like Araw ng Rosario, which celebrates the city's founding anniversary, are marked by parades, cultural performances, and traditional activities that highlight the local heritage. Pangatlo daw po sa tradisyon ng Agusan del Sur ay ang mga piyesta at pagdiriwang. Ang Agusan del Sur daw po ay nagdiriwang sila ng iba't ibang mga piyesta at kaganapan na nagpapakita ng kanilang masiglang kultura. Ang mga okasyon daw po na kanilang pinagdidiriwang ay naglilingkod ito bilang mga plataporma para ang komunidad nila ay magkaisa at ibahagi yung mga tradisyon at ipahayag ang kanilang mga pagkakakilanlang. Ang piyesta daw sa kanila tulad ng Araw ng Rosario na nagdidiwang ng anibersaryo ng pagtatag ng lungsod ay pinagtatampok siya gaya ng parada, kultural na pagtatanghal at tradisyonal na mga aktibidad nagbibigay diin sa lokal na pamana. Pang-apat ng traditions ng Agusan del Sur ay ang agricultural traditions. Agriculture plays a central role in the culture of Agusan del Sur, shaping the traditional lifestyles and costumes of the indigenous communities. Farming and fishing have been practiced for generations, and many cultural festivals and ceremonies revolves around agricultural practices and harvest celebrations. The agricultural heritage of the province is deeply ingrained in its identity. Ang pang-apat daw po na traditions ng Agusan del Sur ay ang tradisyong pang-agrikultura. Ang agrikultura po ng Agusan del Sur ay may pangunahing papel sa kultura na bumubuo yon ng pamumuhay at kaugalian ng mga katutubong komunidad. Gaya na lang po ng pagsasaka at pangingisda na ipinagpatuloy nila sa loob ng mga henerasyon. At marami pa silang mga kultural na piyesta at seremonya na nakatuon sa mga praktis sa agrikultura at pagdiriwang ng anihan. Ang agrikultural na pamana daw sa lalawigan ng Agusan del Sur ay malalim ang pagkabaon sa kanilang pagkakakilanlan. Number 5 nilang tradition sa Agusan del Sur ay ang spirituality and religion. The daily lives of people in Agusan del Sur are intertwined with spirituality and religion. Many inhabitants follow animistic beliefs, worshipping deities and spirits present in nature. This spiritual connection to the environment, including the Agusan Marsh, is fundamental to their livelihoods and survival. Additionally, Christianity, particularly Catholicism, has also become a significant part of the religious landscape in the region, with churches and religious practices playing a crucial role in community life. Ang panglima daw sa tradisyon ng Agusan del Sur ay yung pamamahayag at pananampalataya. Ang araw-araw daw na buhay ng mga tao sa Agusan del Sur ay pagkasulungat sa espiritualidad at relihiyon. Maraming naninirahan sa lugar ng Agusan del Sur daw po ang sumusunod sa mga paniniwalang animista, sumasamba sa mga Diyos at espiritu na matatagpuan sa kalikasan. Ang ugnayan nila sa espiritual na kapaligiran, kabilang ang Agusan Marsh sa Agusan del Sur, ay pangunahing bahagi ng kanilang kabuhayan at pagtiyak sa kanilang pag-iral. Bukod pa daw po dito, ang Kristyanismo sa Agusan del Sur, lalo na ang Katolisismo, ay naging isang mahalagang bahagi rin ng relihiyong tanawin sa mahalagang bahagi rin siya ng relihiyosong tanawin sa rehiyon, kung saan ang mga simbahan at relihiyosong practice ay naglalaro ng mahalagang papel sa buhay ng komunidad. These traditions showcase the rich cultural diversity and heritage of Agusan del Sur, emphasizing the importance of indigenous costumes, storytelling, festivals, agriculture, and spiritual beliefs in shaping the identity of the province and its people. Ang mga tradisyon daw po na iyon ay nagpapakita siya ng kayamanan ng kultural na pagkakaiba at pamana ng Agusan del Sur. Nagbibigay diin sa kahalagahan ng mga katutubong kaugalian, pagkikwento, piyesta, agrikultura at pananampalataya sa pagpapanday ng pagkakakilanlan ng lalawigan ng mga taong nanirahan sa Agusan del Sur. Next reporter po.
Hiling pa ang PPT.
Yes po.
Dinagat Island. Dinagat Islands.
Officially, the province of Dinagat Island is an island province in the Caraga region of the Philippines, located on the south side of Leyte Gulf. The island of Leyte is to its west across Surigao Strait, and mainland Mindanao is to its south. So, Dinagat Island is a province of the Philippines located in the Caraga region of Mindanao. It composed 1,117 islands in the Mindanao Sea and is known for its rich marine biodiversity and unique cultural heritage. The province has a total land of area 4,680 square kilometers and a population of around 125,000 people as of the 2022 census. The Dinagat Island have a rich history with evidence of human habitation dating back to the pre-colonial period. The island were home to various indigenous groups including the Butuanon, Higaonon, and Surganon people who had their own distinct culture, language, and tradition. Next is the location. You can find the Dinagat Island at the region 13 or also called as Caraga region of the Philippines. San Jose is the capital name of the MO province and is considered as the center of the local affairs in the place. The festival. Sirong Festival is an ethnic Mardi Gras parade, although some other municipalities in the province of Siargao del Sur are claiming to have this festival originated from them, as most of the coastal towns are founded during the pre-Spanish occupation, and is both claiming the story of being attacked by the Moros. Sirong Festival is Cantilan is the popular one than other one festival. The Sirong Festival is an annual cultural event held in the Dinagat Island province of the Philippines. The festival celebrates the province's rich cultural heritage and the unique tradition of its indigenous people, the Dinagatnon. The festival is held every third Sunday of January and is centered around a series of rituals and ceremonies that aim to honor the province's ancestors and protect its natural resources. The festival is characterized by a variety of colorful rituals including traditional dances, music, and feasting. Next is Bugkusan Festival. Also called Bugkusan Festival, Isla Festival, is a founding anniversary of Dinagat Island, Philippines held every 3rd of December. A province-wide fest, it is joyful celebration of solidarity of its 7 towns and bayanihan, a community spirit where people come together and take part in a community project. The Bugkusan Festival is an annual cultural event held in the Dinagat Island province of the Philippines. The festival celebrates the province's rich cultural heritage and the unique tradition of its indigenous people, the Dinagatnon. The festival is held every 3rd Sunday of January and is centered around a series of rituals and ceremonies that aim to honor the province's ancestors and protect its natural resources. The festival is characterized by a variety of colorful rituals, including traditional dances, music, and festivals. Cool. Next is the tourism. In Basilisa, you will find the famous Lake Bababu, which connects to the ocean through an underwater tunnel. The tunnel is 650 meters long, the longest underwater cave in the country. The lake itself surrounded with the tall cliffs from all sides, making its surface very calm. It creates a unique phenomenon, a layer of 8 meters of fresh rainwater that doesn't mix with the seawater underneath. So, the Bababu Lake, also known as the Butuan Bay, is a large picturesque lake located in the city of Butuan, the capital of the Dinagat Island province of the Philippines. The lake is a popular tourism attraction. It's known for its crystal clear water, stunning natural beauty, and rich cultural heritage. The Bababu Lake is a man-made lake that was created in 19th century by construction of a dam on the Agno River. The lake is approximately 2 kilometers long and 1 kilometer wide. It is surrounded by a variety of natural attractions, including several parks, gardens, and historic landmarks. Next is the San Jose is the capital of the province. If you choose to spend your night there, make sure to visit the White Castle of Dinagat Island, owned by the Ecleo clan, a very influential family in this province. You could also pay a short visit to the PBMA Shrine, a local religious organization founded by one the Eclesios, since the shrine has a very beautiful and well-maintained garden. The White Castle, also known as the Butuan White Castle, is a historic landmark located in the city of Butuan, the capital of the Dinagat Island province of the Philippines. The castle is a popular tourist attraction, is known for its stunning architecture, rich cultural heritage, and historical significance. The White Castle was built in 19th century and served as the residence of the Spanish colonial governor. The castle is a large and imposing structure that is made of white limestone and is adorned with a variety of intricate carvings, statues, and other decorative elements. That's all. Next reporter.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the next reporter. Surigao del Norte. Surigao del Norte history is marked by a blend of indigenous culture, Spanish colonization, missionary activities, and economic development, making it a province with a diverse heritage and significant contributions to the Philippines. Language of Surigao del Norte. The primary language spoken in Surigao del Norte is Surigaonon, also known as Surigao-Gaonon. Surigaonon is an Austronesian language spoken by the Surigaonon people, predominantly in Surigao del Norte, but also in parts of Surigao del Sur, Dinagat Islands, Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, and Davao Oriental. Culture of Surigao del Norte. Surigao del Norte boasts a vibrant and diverse culture deeply rooted in history and tradition. The culture of Surigao del Norte is a colorful tapestry of traditions, history, arts, and customs that reflect the province's unique identity and heritage. Ang culture po ng Surigao del Norte is and colorful and puno ng arts. Beliefs of Surigao del Norte are a blend of indigenous wisdom, Catholic traditions, environmental stewardship, and spiritual practices that reflect the diverse cultural landscape of the province. Traditions of Surigao del Norte encompass a wide range a wide range of cultural practices, rituals, festivals, and customs that reflect the province's rich history and heritage. for nature, with sustainable fishing and farming techniques being integral to the local way of life. Surigao del Norte is also renowned renowned for its artisanal crafts, culinary delights, and traditional healing practices, of all which add to the province's cultural richness. Next reporter po.
I am the next reporter. I am Princess Ripuya. Ang report ko po is Surigao del Sur. Surigao del Sur is the province in the Philippines located in the Caraga region in Mindanao. Its capital is Tandag City. Surigao del Sur is situated at the eastern coast of Mindanao and faces the Philippine Sea to the east. So ang Surigao del Sur is siya? Located siya sa Caraga region, tapos ang capital kang Surigao del Sur is Tandag City. Natural resources in Surigao del Sur. The region is noted for its wood-based economy, its extensive water resources, and its rich mineral deposits such as iron, gold, silver, nickel, chromite, manganese, and copper. Its leading crops are palay, banana, and coconut. So ang natural resources kang Surigao del Sur is siya? Ang mga boat-based economy. Na mayaman sila sa sa mga ning iron, gold, silver, nickel, tapos chromite. So ang pangunahing nila ning crops is palay, banana, and coconut. Surigao del Sur, it is composed of ethnic languages of Surigao, the mixed version of Surigao, ethnic influenced by Cebuano due to the influx of many Cebuanos in the region. Festivals in Surigao del Sur are region rich in cultural diversity and natural beauty. Among its many treasures is the vibrant and enchanting Kaliga Tusor Festival, which encapsulates the spirit of tradition of the local community. So, ang festival kang Surigao del Sur is siya? Mayaman sa ning cultural diversity, tapos sa ning natural beauty kang Surigao del Sur. So ang ang festival is Kaliga Tusor na siya ning na ang tigaan nila is spirit and tradition of local communities. Surigao del Sur is called Shangri-La by the Pacific because its long coastline faces the Pacific Ocean, where the beautiful sunrise beginning to emerge against the charm of green mountains, rock, and coral islands, white sand, beaches, and amazing waterfalls and rivers. So ang nila ang Surigao del Sur, tiga-apo siyang Shangri-La na ning dahil sa sa siya ning face or nakaharap siya sa Pacific Ocean na ning to emerge up against the beauty kang mountain, rock, and coral island. So thank you. That's all po.
Diba? Tapos na po.